So if you want, you could write on the side what Europe and Asia is. So this represents Europe, and 3.510 to the ninth represents Asia. And the average mass is 62 kilograms. When you have word problems, some people like to write out the information from the word problem on the side. So this is our little key. So to calculate the total mass of the population of Europe, what you want to do is you take the population of Europe, which is 7.0 times 10 to the power of 8, and you want to multiply that by your average mass, which is 62 kilograms. Okay? Now this you can put into the calculator. So I'm going to open up our calculator here, and let's input this into my calculator. You want to make sure that when you're doing a scientific notation problem that your mode is in scientific notation. So let's just do that first and get that out of the way. So let's go to mode. Oh, let me turn it on first. Okay, here we go. Let's go to mode. You want to tab over 1 to SCI, and that means scientific notation, so let's hit enter. And now our calculator is in scientific notation mode. And what we're going to do here, we're going to open up parentheses. We're going to do 7 times, oh, no times. We're going to do 7 second function. See that little comma next to the parenthesis and the double E that's there? You want to click that. And our exponent is 8. Close parentheses. Now you want to multiply this by 62. And there's your answer. 4.34 times 10 to the power of 10. So let me just write this out. So we're going to get 4.34 times 10 to the power of 10. But don't forget your units. We are in kilograms. So that's part A. And it's done in the calculator. Now part B. Calculate how many more people live in Asia than in Europe, giving your answer in scientific notation. So we have Asia's population, which is 3.5 times 10 to the 9, and we want to subtract Europe from Asia. So let's take 7.0 times 10 to the 8th, and we want to subtract these two from one another. And again, you can use the calculator. So open up parentheses, and let's do 3.5, second function, that little comma, and we're using to the power of 9, close, minus 7.0, comma, to the power of 8. And there's your answer. 2.8 times 10 to the power of 9. 2.8 times 10 to the power of 9. In this problem, you do not need units, so that's your answer right there. Now, part C, express the population of Europe as a percentage of the population of Asia. So basically, this is going to be Europe over Asia. And this is going to be 7.0 times 10 to the 8th divided by 3.5 times 10 to the 9th. And let's see what we're going to get when we input this into the calculator. 7 to the power of 8, close parentheses, divided by, I shouldn't say to the power of, follow what I have in the calculator. So it's 7e8. Now we have 3.5, second, comma, and it's raised to 9. And let's hit enter. And you'll notice that this gives our answer in scientific notation. So why don't we get out of the scientific notation mode, second function mode, oh, not second function mode, hit mode, and let's put it in normal. And it's good that we're doing this now because you always want your calculator in the right mode, so let's put it in normal mode. Let's clear it. And what we want to do is we want to evaluate our previous answer. Now pay close attention. You do not have to input the whole equation all over again. You want to hit second function and the negative sign. It's next to the enter button. Click that and you'll see ANS. This means that it's taking the previous answer and it's evaluating the previous answer. Hit enter. So we're going to get 0.2. But read the question carefully. It's asking you for the percentage. So what you need to do is you need to multiply this by 100 to get this as a percent. And this is 20%. The shorthand way is to move the decimal 2 places to the right. But you should show your work. Multiply it by 100 and you're going to get an answer of 20%. Any questions? Now someone asked for 15 and let's do 15. As I was in the process of solving this one, someone asked for 15. So let's go to 15. Alrighty, 15. Okay. Get 15 up.